Let me tell you, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Hi, Hope Hub. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys already rose and shone this morning and already had a magnificent, magnificent day. So, unfortunately, I'm here with some news that is not that great. Um, we've decided as a family that the Hope Hub here on Facebook, on YouTube, and was supposed to be on Instagram, that we unfortunately will have to shut down space for many reasons. One of the reasons being that in terms of social media, in terms of Facebook and the algorithm, there are just so many things that are going on that make it really hard for small platforms such as this one to make any inroads or to make their message heard or make our message heard. So there's a lot of information, a lot of new platforms, a lot of new groups, a lot of new spaces. And Facebook, especially with business platforms, is really making it hard for business pages to survive. And so I've noticed, especially in the last 3 or 4 months, my views going down significantly every single time I do a video, irrespective of my sharing the videos here and there. And so it's been really, really disheartening for that specific reason. And also because even though with most of these platforms, you want to be your own hype woman and tell people, hey, come be on my group, hey, come watch my videos, share my videos, comment, participate, engage. I just think these platforms are so oversaturated. There's so many people coming on board, and so it's just harder and harder and harder for people to participate and engage, and people are just kind of overwhelmed. So this is actually my last live video here on Hope Hub, on Facebook, on YouTube. And as much as I had loved the opportunity to serve and make a difference and give a hope lifeline on a daily basis here on Facebook, it's become really tougher and tougher for me to become inspired and for me to be able to participate and to engage, especially if no one is commenting, no one is participating, no one is available, or maybe if I get any video views, they're very little and not really reaching a whole lot of people. So hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. I'll still be part of a lot of other communities that I'm part of here on Facebook, but I do tend to give a lot of energy here on Facebook, etc. So for my last live video here on Hope Hub, let me talk a little bit about affirmations. Affirmations, and the topic is really because yesterday when I went to church, I loved the church service. I go to a beautiful church here in Delaware, and our pastor was talking about the importance of speaking life into your own circumstances and into your life, and understanding that you are surrounded by the angels, you're surrounded by God, and that's how you fight your battles. Actually, that's a song that we were singing, that you know that I'm surrounded and I'm surrounded by you. This is how I fight my battles. Okay, so I don't know who sings that song, but he was reminding us that in any situation where you feel that you're by yourself, that the circumstances overwhelm you, that you ask God to open up your eyes and for you to be able to see a clear vision of the fact that you're surrounded by him, that you're surrounded by the angels, and that the battle is not your own, the battle belongs to the Lord. So my hope lifeline for you guys today as you go out into your day is to remember to affirm yourselves in every area of your life. What does that mean? Speak life into your own life and into your circumstances. Do you remember Muhammad Ali and how he would speak and say, I am the greatest. I am the greatest, right? And so just by speaking that every single day, and wherever he went, he continued to affirm it, not only to himself, but to others. People began to believe that he was the greatest, right? And he started acting like the greatest, and people started fearing him because he was the greatest. So in the same way, whatever it is that's going on in your life, things that you want to happen in your life, be it in health, be it in fitness, be it in career, be it in your what other area would you say, Jonathan, that people want to be affirmed?
I had to say it's God is always with.
Oh, you see, Jonathan said God is always with you. You know, Jonathan is the reason why I started the Hope Hub. You know, I've told you guys so many times, he's the person that actually made me start the Hope Hub.
You told them in every video.
I know, I told them in every video. So anyway, let me read this quote by Muhammad Ali. It says, "It's the repetition of affirmation that leads to beliefs. Once that belief becomes a deep conviction, things begin to happen." So, for all of you, as you go into this week, as you go into this year, as you go into the month, whether faith is here or not, continue to affirm yourselves, continue to write down your whys, continue to write down your expectations for your life, expect great things in your life, and just make sure that you continue to affirm those things and to speak those things into your life and believe them, because that's how you become what it is that you believe. You become what it is that you think about most all the time. And most of us have a really hard time, for whatever reason, believing that whatever we want to happen will become a reality. So yeah, that was my Hope Lifeline video, y'all. And guess what? What I talked about in the beginning about this being my last live video, please don't get it twisted. Hannah, Hannah, you know, I am not going nowhere. It's April Fool's Day. So even though I have one person on a live video, which is actually what my pastor told us yesterday. He said, think about people like TD Jakes. TD Jake started with a church with 11 people that soon became 44 people. And he would go to church, he would pick up all his congregation, his entire congregation, and drive them to this rickety old building that was his church in North Virginia or South Virginia. And he would preach until the walls came down, and he would cook them lunch and then make sure that he drives them back home. And guess what? You know what? I ain't giving up for nobody. I ain't giving up for nobody. And I love that my pastor said, you know what? Look, I was going to say, my pastor said faith, because in my mind, he was speaking to me, is that he was like, look, it don't matter how many people show up. It doesn't matter if you have one person on your live video. If it doesn't matter if you have 20 views on your live video, all of that don't matter. What God has held you to or has told you to do is to show up, to be consistent, and to do what it is he's asked you to do. So if God has told me, show up and give hope, give a hope lifeline, throw a lifeline to someone as often as you can. You know, I was doing it Monday through Friday, but it's been really tough, y'all. I had actually a house renovation, a bathroom renovation last week, y'all. I didn't tell y'all. And so I had to shower at the gym Monday through Friday of last week. My kids had to shower at my mother-in-law's all of last week. My house was caked in dust all of last week. Like this whole area was just dusty. The carpets were dusty because they had to completely demolish the room, this particular space in my house. And that's what I was living in last week, to a point where I was like, man, there's no way. I just can't do it. Sometimes you just can't do it. So that's why yeah. That's why for the most part I didn't show up. But also there are times, truthfully, where I truthfully am uninspired. Like I don't have the inspiration in me. I feel like I don't have what it is that I need in order to speak life into someone. You know, we all have our ups and downs. I'm a human being as well. But as I was saying, I love that my pastor yesterday was saying, it's not your responsibility to make people listen to you. It's not your responsibility, people's response to you, whether they're going to come to the Lord, whether they're going to be saved, whether they're going to receive a word of encouragement, or what they're going to receive from your words. Just allow God to use you as a vessel for his work. That's all it is. You know, when I come here, sometimes I don't know what I'm saying, but somewhere someone is touched by what it is I say, and maybe they're cheered up. Maybe it's just a word they heard that said something to where the next day they decide, I'm gonna do better in this part of my life. Whatever it is, it's God. It's God, and that's his responsibility, is to do the work, to make his spirit touch that person's spirit and for that person to have a better day. So anyway, y'all, yes, amen, amen. So I'm still here on the Hope Hub and on YouTube and on Facebook, not yet on Instagram. Let me get another phone. Because right now I have my one solitary phone and my computer. But once I get another phone, I might venture onto that Instagram space. All right, so y'all. All right, absolutely, Hannah. You can definitely message me. I'm actually going to go make dinner, so inbox me or whatever. If I don't respond immediately, it's because I'm making dinner and I'm going to a board meeting. But otherwise, yes, you can definitely send me any question you wish. I am here. God bless you all. Take care. Have an amazing, amazing evening. Peace. On YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit that subscribe button and let's continue to interact, y'all. God bless you.